Wonderful people of YouTube, welcome to another video. Today we're standing in front of the beautiful heritage site, Bellver Castle, one of Spain's most important natural historical monuments. And yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful day, many tourists around today, and yeah, we're really psyched to show you this.
Yeah, so we stand 112 meters above sea level, coming up 456 steps from the stairs and standing in front of this beautiful landmark, which has the name Castel Bellver, which refers to the Catalan language Bell and Ver, which means nice view.
Yeah, and it really is a beautiful view. I mean, just behind our cameraman here, we have this amazing view of Palma, the cathedral, the sea, and the Bay of Palma. It's just wonderful.
Just beautiful.
So come with us.
So now we are standing here in front of this historic landmark, one of the Gothic monuments of Palma de Mallorca, which you find here many tourists that love to see this location. And yeah, we also have several events that take place over here. For example, in April, the Angels Sunday, the Angels Night, where a lot of tradition comes together. Many local people are celebrating this since the 80s, I guess. And yeah,
or even before, yeah.
Yeah, even before. It's just beautiful when the dragons come up. And yeah, now a little bit more about history, where Toby gives you more insights.
Yeah, it's a really interesting site. It's one of the only castles in Europe that has been built in this round form, which obviously gives it a really good protective state, so it was very difficult to attack it. Only one time in history it was successfully taken over, and it was taken over by the locals here, who were a bit angry at the local government for being a bit too corrupt, so they actually managed to get in there and take over the castle, but it was only that one time that they actually managed to get in there. I mean, it was built for the King of Aragon. He was trying to kind of build the Spain that we know today. He came from Tarragona, mainland Spain, and this castle was built for him. And it was, you know, very important people came to stay here because it was a very safe place to be. Actually, one of the scenes of Lord of the Rings was filmed here. One of the protective aspects of this castle is that you only have one real entrance into the castle. So you have this passageway that goes alongside the castle, which is like the only entrance to it, which allowed the people in the castle to shoot arrows at whoever was trying to enter. And one of the scenes in Lord of the Rings, where the orcs are trying to attack the castle, they were forced to take this passageway up the castle, which was actually historically accurate. So yeah, there's a lot more to tell. We'll just tell you as we go along.
Yeah, so as you can see, the castle is built around the inner courtyard you to find the inner of the property. Back in the days, it was constructed from the same architect like the royal palace inside the city center of Palma in the same period. So it came all together when Mallorca grew up. Very interesting details also. There are a lot of myths, as we had a lot of political prisoners inside this property and over 700 deaths. And I think there's a lot of myths and ghost stories regarding this, right, Toby?
Yeah, there's just so many stories, so you can really just like pick your poison with it. Yeah. I mean, it was a very secure space. I mean, you have these moats, actually 2 layers of moats. So the only entrance really, there were a few entrances. For example, there was a princess being held captive here, which might have been the basis for the story of Shrek. But there's a lot of history here. And for example, one of the fun facts, the king had his own little poop tower. So the moats were used to, it was kind of the medieval plumbing system. I mean, firstly, it would shock attackers when they saw this moat of water. The only way to really get in, apart from the closed area, was to cross this poop water. And the king has his own little tower. Can't remember which one it was, but
I think it was this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it was either that one or one of these.
Yeah.
But the king kind of had his own little poop tower. We pooped directly into the moat, which is kind of funny. Yeah, so standing on the west wing of the castle, I mean, you have a 360-degree view. One way is Genova with the famous statue there. You have a full view of the sea and a full view of Palma and its cathedral. I mean, some of the interesting parts that it's used for today, it's the Historic Museum of Mallorca. And due to the many accesses and easy access for tourists and locals, It's one of the main museums for historical monuments here on Mallorca.
And once you're a resident on the island, so once you come to Mallorca and get a resident on the island, you have free entrance every Sunday.
Yeah, so an interesting fact is that the flag that King Aragon, who originally built this castle in the 1300s, his flag was multiple red and yellow stripes, and the Spanish flag is obviously just one version of that. It's the yellow, red and yellow, and now the current Mallorcan flag is the same as the Catalan flag in the 1300s, just with the extra added castle on the left of the flag, the castle of Aimoldaina. And it's just interesting to see how this flag kind of transitioned over time. I mean, now in the 90s, this castle was given to the city of Palma. Actually, Palma is a very, very old city. It kind of was called Palma for a very long time, since before the 1300s, I think even. But now it belongs to the city of Palma, including the forest that surrounds it. And yeah, I mean, it's just such an interesting spot. I mean, I have like 10 more things in my head that I could share with you, but yeah, you just have to experience it for yourself.
Lots of history and one of the best or most recommendable spots on the island at all. What many people see the same. So you have 3 ways to get up here. One is the famous touristic bus, the red bus that drives to the city center, where you can get up here. It takes you up here. And on the other side, you can of course come on your own by the car. You have the access with the road over here. And if you are brave, you can walk up these 456 stairs. Be careful, because not all the people made it up here. That's why you find the church down there. Yeah, you have to see on yourself if you can get it. And we really hope you liked this tour from us. A lifestyle tour where you get a further insight about this historical landmark.
Yeah, so the purpose of this video today was just to give you a slight insight and kind of pique your interest about this very interesting spot. I mean, obviously, you should just come and have a look at it inside the castle as well as outside. There are still some hidden mysteries in the forest here because it has so much history, and we invite you to come here.
Okay, have a nice day. See you next time.